Ethereum's price is doing pretty well for the first time in a few years, but there are far more interesting metrics that very few people are talking about. A little under 2 weeks ago, Ethereum just missed out on a $5,000 price tag, but it did set a new all-time high in the process. Since then though, the price has been sliding and crab walking, and you could be forgiven for thinking it's all a bit dull, but it isn't. Earlier today I was speaking to Zoltan, our markets guy at Cointelegraph, and he flagged to me a trend with a certain metric that is very interesting, and that is the supply of ETH on exchanges. The size of the supply of a token on all exchanges is a fairly good indicator of whether people are looking to sell it, as well as demand to a certain extent. So when the supply gets low, it indicates that the supply and demand dynamic is skewing heavily toward demand, and that is where we are with ETH. Just a few weeks ago, the supply of ETH on exchanges hit 9-year lows. Now look at this chart. 3 years ago, there was around 28 million ETH held on exchanges, and ETH's price was falling toward $1,000 per coin. By mid-2023, the supply and price had converged before parting ways in the opposite direction. But look at the trajectories of each line since July of this year. Supply on exchanges is in complete freefall, down to just above 17 million coins, and the price is continuing to trend upward. Okay, but why? Well, the short answer is whales. Different flavours of whale. In the past 24 hours alone, whales have bought approximately 260,000 ETH for around $1.2 billion. And we've seen this trend for a number of weeks and playing out in a number of different ways. There are of course the run-of-the-mill whales, but then there have also been Bitcoin OGs rotating portions of their Bitcoin into ETH, and rather publicly, as I covered recently. But then on top of this, there are the digital asset treasury companies that have been accumulating ferociously. For example, Bitmine have bought over 1 million ETH in the past 30 days, somehow dwarfing Sharplink, who have bought nearly 400,000 in the same time frame. So yeah, the price of ETH might be a bit boring right now, but I think the real question is whether Ethereum is headed for a supply shock. What do you think?